we both have such hectic schedules in life and lots of work going on all our commitments. How do we find time to spend time alone and time with each other?
I get asked that a lot, actually. I have so many,
Really?
even some of my family members are always like, but does he have time to spend with you? Like, do you guys have time? Like, I was speaking to one of my family friends the other day, and she was just like, are you sure you guys spend time with each other? And I was like, yeah, we spend a lot of time together, but I can understand why people may think that. But yeah, you know, I don't feel like we've ever really felt, I feel like even if we've had the moments where we've had like months apart, we do make an effort that when we are together, especially recently within the past year or 2 years, would you say? You say 2 years? We've started doing a thing where we make sure that we have at least a weekend that we spend solid together. And sometimes that's more time that you spend together, even if you were seeing someone every single day for like a month, because it's condensed time, it's intentional. And it's with the sole purpose to spend time together and communicate and be together in a meaningful way. So yeah, we definitely make that time. But it's also because we choose to do that.
Yeah, I think we both thankfully gravitate towards quality time versus quantity of time. And so we'll both be like, well, if we're both tired today, we'd rather not force ourselves to try and spend time together and give each other space or give each other time to decompress. And this weekend, we'll make sure we spend time together rather than the artificial force of like, today we had to spend time together because we promised or we said we would. And it's like, but maybe we're both not got the right energy right now. Or we haven't got that presence right now. And so I think it's a mutual understanding. At the same time, I feel like, you know, there've been different parts in our relationship. Like I remember when we lived in New York, we probably didn't spend a lot of quality time together because the only time I had off was the weekends, and I was busy working sometimes too. And you were doing all your courses and your work on the weekends. And so I spent a ton of my weekends alone, and you spent a ton of your weekdays alone. And if you think back, that's literally was the pattern of our life for 2 years. And then there was travel to London and everywhere else I was going. And I think through all of that, it was always just about savoring those moments. It was about really cherishing and realizing that we were in a building phase. And so I want to address something here actually that I think will be really interesting for people is I talk a lot about like the 5 cycles of life that we all go through. So we have learn, experiment, perform, struggle, thrive. And so these like different stages you go through every year. And when we were in New York, we were in a build phase of our life. Like we were both building. We just got married. I'd literally just started my career. You were discovering your career. We were in a build phase. And I think when you expect a lot from your partner, when you're both building, it can be really demanding. But now we're at a stage in our life where certain things we're performing in, where I've got a bit of a rhythm and a role. And so I'm able to give more time and you're in this different stage in your life. And I feel like when you start looking at your life as stages, as opposed to like everything
this is how it's going to be forever.
It's like, it can't be that way. And there's actually a really good book on this by Gary Chapman. And I think it's called The 4 Seasons of Love or The 4 Seasons of Marriage or Relationships. Cool. And it talks about how is your relationship right now in the season of summer, winter, spring or autumn? Now, when I think about this, I think that all of us want our relationship to always be in summer.
I mean, I like winter, but...
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you just ruined it.
You ruined it. Go along with it.
Yeah. We always want our relationship to be in summer in the sense that it's hot, it's passionate, it's cool. It's like everything's good about summer, right? We all look forward to summer. But maybe your relationship's at a point in life right now, as this book says, that your relationship might be in winter. It's going for a dark period, a cold period where you just got to stick it out together. When I think about New York... when I think about us in New York, it was a bit of winter and spring. Like it was a bit of winter and spring, and autumn's like where you got to let go and you got to shed. And I think about when we first started dating, there were moments where our relationship was in autumn, where we were just letting things go and purging and removing energy. I know when you were going to yoga classes and your yoga teacher training. So I think that book's a great model, and that reflection that I've had for a while, that your life goes through stages and seasons, and stop trying to make every day and every week summer.
I really love that. That's so cool. What a great book.
Yeah, I had a reflection. I started researching and then I found the book. And the way I was thinking about it is like, if you know it's winter, you take an umbrella out.
Yeah.
If you know it's winter, you put a coat on.
Yeah.
But if you think it's summer, you keep expecting your partner to,